Hi. It's me, Oracle Brigette, Love Steady Life, and this is your weekly energy report. The spread I'm going to do today will be the usual mood, challenge, solution, a 3-column spread, and I've got 3 decks that I'll be using today. I estimate this reading will be about 45 minutes, and I'm happy to be here. The intention for this reading is to offer us some clarity and spiritual guidance to assist us in navigating the current cosmic energy from the heart center in the highest vibrational way possible to align us with our highest vibrational potential realities in our now moments, experiencing an abundance of not only financial wealth, experiencing an abundance of self-love, the energy of prosperity, the energy of community, the energy of increasing health, mind, body, and spirit, and the energy of open-mindedness and open-heartedness to receive new information from the divine, as well as to uplift us and remind us of how strong we are. To get us through this week. And so it is, amen. I got really deep in the energy there for a second. That felt really, really nice. Okay. Are you guys ready? I'm going to shuffle all 3 decks now. I'm going to pull all the cards. Let's move this down so you can see what I see. No, you don't need to see that much. Let's see, maybe like that. Ooh. Ooh. That was fast. Oh, God. Actually, it goes in this order. That's not right. This is a really interesting energy to work with. I'm going to have to bring my pendulum out also. Too many, Spirit. Please, 1 card or 3 cards. None of this fancy shit. Thank you. Take a deep breath, take a deep breath, take a deep breath. As the energy swells, as spirit starts to activate and the magic activates for the cards, just keep breathing deeply, okay? I just want to make sure that this tarot card is on the right deck or robe here. I want to make sure this is on the right. Oh, that's a yes, okay. That's a yes, okay. That's a big ol' yes. Fabulous. Thank you, Spirit. 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 Yes, how you think, Spirit? Yes, show me no. Yes, thank you. You see how beautiful these cards are? Do you feel the energy here, you guys? You feel it? I can feel it coming, yeah, right. Oh, no. I have no idea what's going to happen here today, but I'm really looking forward to finding out. I'm really looking forward to this guidance. I did not take all the advice I gave in last week's energy report, and I realized it in retrospect. I literally said in my energy report last week, do not take action in changing things in your external world before going internal first, before going in and really assessing if it's a smart decision, because you might act too hastily out of ignorance. And I literally did that. I'm not going to say what I did. It has nothing to do with you guys. It's my personal life. But yeah, I totally did not take my own advice. And it was in retrospect, but I was still grateful for the reading because it just made my reading more valid. And I was like, oh, damn. I didn't take my own advice. So here we are. Maybe this week I'll do a better job. Maybe not. It's all divine. All right, time to tap in. Beautiful. Now I understand why I needed to do the meditation in the previous video. So if you haven't gotten a chance to check out the previous video, check that out after this. It's just a short little meditation to activate your light body. Okay. So I've got the mood right here. This is the mood for this week. This is technically the mood for the next 10 days. Most of these readings overlap. The light codes do not expire. So if you miss a reading, you're still going to receive the light codes from the universe that week. And if you never integrate them, it might be a good idea to watch the week of the energy report that you missed, so you can watch the energy report to assist you in integrating the light codes. Sometimes you don't always need the assistance of an oracle or a spiritual person to assist you in integrating light codes. It's all good. I'm here for you. Just in case. Just in case. Revealing radiance. My light illuminates the world. That's a mood. Clarified by the Two of Swords. Ooh, stalemate. Blocked. The feeling of reaching a dead ends or an inability to make a decision. And finally, Forest. The card of breath. So as we start to walk into the energy of this next 10-day cycle, 10-day period, it's going to be odd to go from being a sapling to a forest. It's going to be odd to experience such a timeline jump, such a trajectory shift, such a tesseract in the expansion of who you are. This week, light body activates whether you like it or not. So some people are going to be burning out, anxiety frying out. You know, that's going to be a thing. But not us, because we're here right now getting this reading. Revealing radiance. My light illuminates the world. So this week, that's really interesting, Spirit, and I'm going to have to get some clarification from the book, because I don't usually use this deck. Looking up the Forest card. Oh, that's interesting. There's a cool factoid in here. Your breathing is too shallow. Although it may feel natural, it is an unhealthy habit that causes this shortness of breath. When you subconsciously shorten your breath, no matter if this is habitual or triggered by some event or circumstance, it activates a certain physiological signal that prepares your system for fight or flight. Another conditioned response to perceived danger is to hold your breath. This is your survival response, although it does not serve you so breathe. Inhale deeply, regardless of your concerns, worries, or problems, then let it go. Thank you, Earth Magic. Thanks, Earth Magic. Fab. Love that, Earth Magic. That's very on brand for me. If you're used to my readings, this card is very on brand for Love Steady Life. Take a deep breath. This week, if you do not consciously utilize your lungs for what they are made for, they will work in your detriment. Your light body is activating this week. There's so much energy streaming into your body and out of your body. Ideas are activating. Inspirations are coming online. It's a lot. And we might not necessarily know exactly what to do this week. And now it makes sense why in last week's reading, it was like, don't just take action, because it's going to end up being an ignorant choice. Last week, and we're still in the energy of last week's reading, by the way. Last week's reading, I said it was an 8-day reading. So, today too. Last week it was all about not escaping the self, deepening in to your soul, acknowledging the new epiphanies that have come online. Spirit says most of us did not do that. Okay, so I wasn't the only one who didn't take my advice last week. I wasn't the only one who fucked up somewhere last week. Ain't that fun? We fuck up and we're still here. What? I'm still here? Okay. So I wasn't smitten. No, I was not smited. I fucked up. God did not smite me. Okay. You might feel a little blocked this week. Okay? You might feel a little blocked. So take a deep breath. What Spirit needs us to acknowledge this week is the expansion of the soul and the self. And that's what's most important. It's just to get used to the physical sensation of your energy field being a higher vibration, of you vibrating higher and emitting more light, having more access to be literally a better person, having more access to hold a higher vibration for a longer time. However, this kind of energetic excitement, if not paired with proper breathing techniques, can cause short-circuiting in the system. So remember this reading, and please do breathe deeply this week. When you are faced with the need to make a decision and yet you feel blocked, you are probably in the energy of escape, Spirit says. You will not find the answers outside of you when it has to do with a matter of the soul, of the spirit, of what you want. Sometimes research is needed to be done, it's true. Like for facts and figures about world things, yeah, sometimes research is needed to be done. But divine truth, what is in resonance with you, comes from within, and that is an inner knowing. And when we're not sure which or what is in resonance with us, it's because we're not with us. It's because we are blindfolded and we're turning our backs to our own emotional waters, our own beautiful moon, inner self. We are closing our own eyes and turning our own backs. She could literally uncross her arms, put the swords down, and take the blindfold off. Like, okay, honey, you can get there. I'm talking to myself too, guys. But that's okay. She didn't get there yet. Maybe right after this card was drawn, she finally was like, oh, wait a minute. Oh. Maybe that's how it went. But this is the snapshot that we got for the mood of this week. So take a deep breath. Spirit says it's okay that you've been blindfolded, like consciously binding your own self, giving your own self. It's a specific word. This is very Wolverine. Shing! Sorry, guys. Shing! Shing! What's the word? So this is like your own battle. This is you. This is your own war. Those swords, it like represents your own war. A battle that you've decided that you're fighting, and so you're ready for it. And you're ready. You are over prepared defensively, Spirit says. Unnecessary preparation for a battle that's not really coming spiritually like that. That is never going to be the way, arms crossed with a closed heart. That is never going to be the way to approach anything. Shing! Open those arms. Take a deep breath. Some of us, the word bashful comes to mind. It's like your radiance starts to be revealed. You start to feel how you have an impact in other people's lives. Someone looks at you and they just smile and they just feel better after talking to you, and you might be like, what? Don't be bashful. Don't be bashful about being a beautiful light of love for other people in the world. It's okay. It's not going to be received wrong. Just keep resonating from the heart chakra. You'll be fine. Take a deep breath. There's such a gorgeous beauty activating from within us right now. And for some people, especially people who have really closed off heart chakras, or people who are constantly on the defensive, that is going to be really hard to process. And all of the ideas and paths that you have pursued that are not in alignment with your true self or your highest self, all the paths or creations or projects that you have made from the self that thinks it needs to be in constant battle, those are all going to reach dead ends. The universe is not going to continue to put good juju into those creations that the universe has zero interest in manifesting, and really your higher self has zero interest in manifesting also. Things that are dead-ended still, things that the universe is not imbuing with spiritual love, light, energy, the universe doesn't want to participate in that co-creation because it didn't agree to it, because it's not a part of your story. So go deeper within yourself. Take a deep breath. Let's get into the challenge. The challenge energy. Ooh, what? Ooh, God, shit. Has a download ever come into me that fast before in my life? I don't know. I cannot wait to rewatch the video to see how my face looked receiving that download. Fuck. This says taking action. Pardon my French, this is an adult program. Taking action. I enthusiastically embrace life's boundless possibilities in the challenge column. The magician. The one who has all elements at their fingertips. All elements facilitating their actions in the challenge position. And we have literally the fairies earth magic card in the challenge position. It's like, I'm gonna put it like this. These three cards in the challenge position is the energy of everybody doubting their own personal power and magic. This is the energy of miracles filling your life and you not believing it. This is the energy of you being prepared for something and you not taking action because you doubt your preparedness. This is the energy of you being completely capable and doubting it 100%. And so the universe brings you more magic, and all it does is hinder you. Because what are you holding on to, Spirit says? What are you holding on to that's so special? What are those swords for you? So whatever you're holding on to that is the energy of those swords, do you know that those are weapons? Are you consciously aware you're holding on to weapons that the only thing they can prepare you for is battle? Let's look at what the magician has in his hands instead. That is a scroll of epiphany and prophecy. Okay? Look at that. He's got the cups. He's got the emotions. He's working with the pentacles. Yes, there's a single sword there. It's true. Sometimes you gotta fight. There's a time and place for everything. And it's not all the fucking time. So if both of your hands are full with the preparation for battle, how much room are you leaving for anything else? And so spirit blocks you. And so spirit blocks you Because obviously, Spirit's not going to let you manifest a world of war, no matter how bad you want it. Spirit says, no, I did not give you two hands, both with which to battle. No. I gave you a sword that you have the capability to utilize when necessary because it is in your tool belt. There are other tools here at hand, my loves. There are other tools. They are activating. They are activating. So you gotta fucking breathe, okay? That's it. Accept your power. Accept your power. Just accept it. Like, get over it. This is so funny that Spirit is telling me this. I have to take all the advice that I give you guys. Spirit's like, get over it. Yeah, you're powerful. You really are that powerful. Literally, we're going to tangent from the reading for a minute to get into some specific advice. If you would just change certain words you say, you would change your life. And last week I said that, and I didn't give any real world advice to go in tandem with that. And so I'm going to bring some in right now. Okay. So, you know that thing that you're saying that you're working on? But you know how you're self-aware now? So there's that thing that you're like aware that you're not good at. I want you to find in the script of your language of the way that you've been speaking about yourself. You don't have to tell me, so be real with yourself, because this is just you and your own personal work right now. Find the things in the script of your language that you say that you're working on, that you're not good at. Let's just start with those two. I don't want to be too much. The things you say you're not good at and you're working on. First, I mean, I'm not talking about all the things you say you're not good at. Let me clarify even deeper. I'm referring to the things that you wish you were. The things that you doubt you could be but want to be. And so you're working on it. Or so you acknowledge that you're not good at it because you wish you were better. That energy. That's what we're tapping into right now. Are you there with me? Because we need to build some new neural pathways right now. So let's use something simple for me. It's patience. Old me would say, I'm working on being patient. Old me would say, I'm not very good at being patient. Are you ready to upgrade the language? I'm getting more and more patient every day. I'm getting more and more patient every day. With each breath I take, my patience grows. I'm getting more and more patient every day. With each breath I take, my patience grows. Can you receive this? Can you receive that language and retranslate it for your own things? What do you feel you lack? Switch that. Time to build a new neural pathway. With every breath you take, it grows. Proclaim it. Please. Because Spirit's so over everybody not using their power. The way that the collective Spirit pretty much feels right now is like annoyed and irritated. It's like, really, you guys? Really? This is really interesting to tap into. It's like, really, you guys? It's like hesitant because we have more powers coming online this week. But Spirit, the collective Spirit, so everyone's higher self right now, what I'm tapping into. The collective higher self is like, oh God, I don't even want to give them this next power because they still are doubting the other one we gave them. Like, how are they even gonna be able to function when we give them this, when they're still doubting that? So then they're like, Oracle Brigette, please let them know. Here I am. I hope it helps. So what are you saying you're bad at or you're working on? Don't say that anymore. Just say you're getting better at it, okay? Say whatever your feeling is that is shrinking in your life that you wish was growing. Don't acknowledge that it is shrinking, or don't acknowledge the lack. Begin to proclaim its growth. I hope this helps. It means a lot to me to share this message with you. I really regretted not being able to share that light code in last week's reading, but it kind of took a few days for that information to really integrate into my mind, for me to be able to formulate the words to actually give a lesson like that. that is solid and something that we can actually take into our everyday life to actually change our language, to actually build new neural pathways. Because it's true. Like, without mushrooms, what's that called? Psilocybin? I don't fucking know. Without mushrooms, like, because those can rewrite neural pathways. If you want to just, body hack without needing that special help, which we can do, you don't need mushrooms. If you just want to body hack yourself, you got to build the new neural pathways the good old-fashioned way, by changing your thoughts through changing your language and your choices. I don't suck at it. I'm getting better every day. It's not lessening, it's growing and growing. Because this week, my loves, back into the reading. Spirit says you're going to have trouble enthusiastically embracing the boundless possibilities of life. The word self-doubt is so loud in my mind. It's ridiculous, you guys. This card needs to be shown again. Oh, gorgeous. I can't wait to get into the solution energy. It's really awesome. You're choosing to sit. You're choosing to block. And if this isn't resonating, then that's not what I'm talking about for you. Then there's something else you're choosing to sit and turn away from and block. And it's in direct relation to your own emotional body, the emotions that are going on in here. Some of you might have some more crying to do. Some of you might be resisting a truth that has emerged from within. Perhaps a divine truth has been spoken to you from within, from your intuition or your inner self, your higher self, and you're in denial of it. But that truth is supposed to inform your actions, and you're supposed to be taking informed action based off that truth. And your refusal to integrate that light code, or to allow that truth that you've received from the divine to affect your life. The refusal to acknowledge the information you've received. That's this image, you know? We can't play dumb anymore because we're literally, the magician energy is here. I'm really excited for us. Let's get into the solution. Solution number 1, letting go. I surrender joyously to the ebbing and flowing of life. So enjoy yourself, okay? Let go. You've got other tools at hand, okay? You've got other tools on the table. And now is the time to wield the tool of prophecy, of speaking to the divine from within. So let go and let your soul take you deeper. It's going to be akin to a drain. It's going to remind you of like a drain, and how you just let your heart chakra, your soul, take you deeper and deeper and deeper within yourself. That's what you want. You just want to get sucked into your own self. Next, we've got the Dreamtime Creation card. I did skip the tarot card. I skipped it on purpose. Okay, I'm going to stop fixing my shirt. Fuck it. Wait, no, my OCD's really activating. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Sometimes my human gets really finicky. Oh, I'm a literal living representation of the current cosmic energy. It's like as my energy expands, my human gets finicky. My human gets like, oh, I gotta fix. I don't give a fuck about how I look, but it's this human that's like, wait, fix, Bridget, fix these things. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck, Bridget. And then the human's like, but Bridget, it has to be perfect and centered. Will Oracle Bridget survive? I think so. Human, do you feel settled, human? Are you satisfied with your fucking shirt, human? Are you satisfied with your hair, human? Let me honor you, human, instead of making fun of you on the live. I love you, human. I think you're freaking beautiful. And if you want to have OCD, that's fucking fine. But can you breathe? Yes. And so I just will continue to offer these very transparent opportunities to you to embody your own higher self more and more every day and love on your human. the solution energy for this week. This is what Spirit wants us to focus on. It is the energy of letting go of thinking that it's all battle. It's predominantly programming in the way that we were raised and the way that we've been inundated with media since our birth about the way life is. And we've really been like inundated and programmed about darkness and about this really silly, ridiculous, dark agenda that life is like this big like battle and it's so bad. You gotta activate some of that fantasy energy. These artists would not have created things like fairies, magic, fantasy. The human mind would not be able to fathom those things if there wasn't some kind of element of magic that actually resonated, that was actually true. And there is magic activating in your own life. You have access to many tools. Indeed, you have access to a sword there. There is a sword on the table. But there are many other tools as well available to you. So try and let go. Drop this blinded by victimization energy. Because if you're a victim to something, you will always be a victim to that. Like, whether you're not a victim now or not, whether it's just a memory of when you were a victim, like, we can't change your past. I can't change my past of where I was actually a victim. I will always be that victim person, will always be here. It's true. Can't change what happened to me, so I will always be a victim to that. How am I going to spin that for my story? How am I going to spin that in my life to make that work for me since I can't fucking change it? How am I going to spin that? What am I going to do with these? That's what we're going to do. And so the Two of Swords becomes the Two of Wands. And let's talk about this Two of Wands energy. This is an energy of visionary. This is an energy of feeling like perhaps I have multiple ideas in my mind right now. Maybe I don't feel super solid on something, but I'm choosing this way of life. I'm choosing this manner of being. I'm choosing this particular new way of thinking. And with this new fertile concept, see the little leaves coming out, this new fertile concept in mind, I make my plan for the world. I gaze upon life with a new perspective, with a sense of wonder and hope. I activate my creative energy. The dream time card comes out in our solution to remind us that that beautiful experience when you dream. I mean, I'm sure you guys, especially if you're on my page, you've had the lucid dream now where literally what you think about, you bring about. If you're in an ocean and you think about a shark in the water, a shark pops up. If you're, frozen in bed and you think it's a dark figure in your corner, it becomes a dark figure. Those dreams where what you think about you bring about are literally there to teach you how to manifest so that you can do that in your physical. Now in your physical, it's an energetic experience for your own self, but still. What about the flying dreams? Aren't those amazing? Or the dreams when you manifest something amazing? Like one time I manifested cake. Cake, I can't eat gluten, so I don't get a lot of cake. I had this dream, it tasted so good. But at the end of the dream, I was like, wait, Mom, is this cake gluten-free? Oh, I freaking love cake. I am stopping my human from going on a tangent about places you can get gluten-free cake in Miami. But if you're curious, DM me, because that's how much I love my sweets. Continue with the reading, soul. Okay, human. I love you, but we're not going to talk about cake right now. I want to talk to you guys a little more about your perspectives. Because once you allow yourself to release, to let go, and jump in the fucking water and just see, like, what am I feeling? Instead of like, oh God, no, I don't want to experience it. I don't want to do it. No, I don't want to do it. Stop. I promise you, my love, you've got so many other tools available to you. I promise you. You don't even have to go out. It's within you. Within you is the inspiration that you need. And then as well, you are surrounded by etheric energy that is there to support you and imbue you with love light whenever needed. So it's good stuff within, good stuff throughout. It's okay that it's going to be hard this week to just take action on things. That's okay. If you're sensing the dead end energy, if you're sensing the resistance energy, you're probably trying to escape out of yourself. You got to take you with you. So make sure you're okay with the things you're saying and doing and where you're going. The you inside of you. Because in this reading, one thing that I've been trying to demonstrate out loud is the relationship between soul and human. Sometimes my human wants one thing, but my soul wants another. And it is a constant communion and a constant embodiment, because every day more and more of my soul embodies and activates. So every day I have access to a deeper relationship with my body and soul that I didn't previously have even access to, so it wasn't even an option. And so ensure that if you are feeling this energy, take you with you. And if you inside doesn't want to go with the human, then it's probably not in alignment with spirit. And so it's a good thing that it's not flowing so well. It does have to be a collaboration, mind, body, and spirit. The mind is there as the processor to process the information, to create the fusion. But you are ultimately a creative being. And spirit really wants us to speak from the heart, create this week, draw things, sing, dance, doodle, invent things, to have epiphanies. I see someone sitting on a boulder, like in traditional meditation stance, just like receiving information from the universe and having epiphanies. I promise you, you will feel so much better with the energy of this week if you can allow your light body to activate, allow this radiance to come online, allow your energy to keep expanding, and breathe deeply to regulate the energy in your body as this expansion happens. Usually people die to be reborn. We are being reborn while alive. That's pretty intense, but also incredibly divine. We're made for this. We can handle it. We can handle it one step at a time. Ain't no shame in realizing that, there's definitely a way more efficient and healthier and higher vibrational way of being right now. And I'm not currently being it. And now I want to be it. I'm certainly not going to be stubborn and say, no, I'm fine. I'm freaking good. No, I'm good. Yeah, there's another way I could be being, but I mean, it's divine, so I'm just going to stay this way. No. Okay. Spirit will let you know about a pathway to potential to build a new neural pathway. One way Spirit will do that is by inspiring you to come on Oracle Brigitte's live. And if you watch this video from the beginning, I gave an example of how we can use our words in a way to manifest a different reality that is much more in alignment with our inner truth. So I hope you can benefit from that. I'm feeling the energy of this reading closing out, so I want to catch the last bits of energy before my energy goes. Remember I was talking about how the tool that we are going to be wielding right now is the tool of prophecy. And then in the solution, he's holding the world. So it's like, visualize the best world. Oh, kitty crunchies. Can you hear my little kitty crunching her food? That's cute. If you can't hear it, you're just gonna have to sit and watch me making these faces. Oh, it did look cute. Sorry. Yeah, I'm talking about you. You're cute. You're cute. I can't help it. And you sound cute. Are you gonna come up here? That'd be great. You could sit right here. Or here. But just don't walk on my cards, please. Okay. The energy of the visionary. The energy of having confidence in your creative spirit. Oh, not on the cards, baby. Not on the cards. Okay. And so the solution for this week, have confidence in your own visions of the future. You wouldn't have a dream for the future in your heart unless it was possible. I'm not saying a fear for the future, or I had a bad dream. No, that's not what I'm talking about. There's so many external things that can influence our dream state in our mind, such as the shows you watch and the movies you watch. Not only people trying to attack you or, get in your field. Just the TV and the media that you intake is going to influence what your brain has to work with when you dream, FYI. Back on topic. Wow. The visuals on this Dreamtime card are amazing. Did I zoom in enough? Sorry, Katie, I can't keep petting you. Oh, wait, look at this. Do you see Kitty? Oh my god. Sorry guys, I just freaking... Oh, she's cute. You see those visuals? See the visuals? Yeah, I need to brush you today. Spirit wants us to know that we each have a God spark within us. We each have the ability to create in one manner or another, and that is going to offer us much relief this week. We are going to feel much relief in the act of being creative. Not on the cards, baby girl. In the act of being creative. You will find much relief in the act of being creative, because that is the feminine principle of receiving information from the divine, the feminine principle of self-expression and creation. See if I can bully my cat to stay with me. Oh, stay, kitty. Oh, just freaking love you. She's still purring. She likes me to manhandle her. She's just like her mama. Okay. The feminine principle will bring you much relief this week, because most of us will be in an experience of needing to let go and release into a flow of emotions. And most of us have been really, blocked and ready for battle, not allowing the heart to open because of all of these ridiculous narratives that are created. I don't mean to disrespect you and the narratives you've created, but instead of talking about something that you don't have or you're bad at, talk about how you're getting better every day so that you can. Instead of talking about where something is lacking or isn't doing good, talk about how it's growing every day, how it's evolving every day, how every day you learn more and more and are smarter and smarter. Please proclaim the future to be how you want it to be, so you can make some room for it to be at least kind of how you want it to be. We're co-creative, so we'll see what the universe does in response. And then, we see what the universe does in response, and then we hone the energy a little more. Da, 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 da. Make sense, Kitty? Kitty, you're in a really interesting position. You're like sitting on my legs, but then you have your little feet on the she's sitting on my legs, but she has her little feet on the table. Can you see? Oh, Titty. Titty's so cute. You see those little... Ooh! Where's the other foot? Oh, that one's up here. Ooh! Oh, it's too much? Sorry, Kitty, you're too distracting when I'm doing these readings. You're too cute. Are you kidding me? All right, the energy of the reading was closing out. Oh, I get it. Spirit had the cat come over because my energy was getting really low. Because this is a complimentary reading and I don't get like an energy exchange from it. I get really drained from doing these collective readings. So Spirit brought the kitty over. She said it right on the cards. She brought Kitty over to power Mama up. And Mama's powered up. Okay. So let's run through the cards like a sentence, and then we'll close out the reading. Hey, my loves. Come on in. Come on in, my loves. We are at the end of the reading, but it's all good. We're about to run through and do a summary of the reading. I think she's on some cards, though. Sorry, Kitty. You can't be right on the cards. You can come back. Okay, no, she's good. We're going to run through the cards, see if something else comes through before I close out this reading. Thank you so much for being here, and I'm going to keep this on my page so that you can watch the rest of it later today or whatever. Happy full moon! Happy full moon. Thank you very much. It's my moon. I love it. This is a gorgeous feeling, and I'm grateful. Okay. Mood, challenge, solution. Take a deep breath. This week, we're going to feel the inevitable expansion of our light bodies, of our inner light. We're feeling the inevitable expansion of the inner self. And most people are going to be short-circuiting energetically, freaking out, feeling shortness of breath, or just straight up holding their breaths, really trying to block this next evolution because it requires us to turn inward to the emotional self to acknowledge deeper truths stored within our emotional body. So take a deep breath. Breath will allow you to regulate the electricity pulsating throughout your body as you begin to illuminate more and more with the expansion of your light body. As your vibration raises, electricity feels like it's moving through your body at a more rapid rate. Again, if you're interested in doing a light body activation meditation, it's on my live feed here. It's the video before this one. And if you're watching this on YouTube, it will be its own little video, and I will link to it in the details about this video. Okay. So, Spirit's not saying sometimes Spirit's not saying you're never going to ever fight again. You're never going to need to defend yourself ever again. No. But Spirit is saying that we're now in the challenge. Spirit is not saying that you have other tools available to you, not just the sword. So we've got to put the swords down, and it will be challenging. With the Magician card in the challenge, we see the hardest thing is that we have magic. The hardest thing for us this week is the fact that our magic is coming online, and our words have so much power. And our inner self is speaking extremely clear to us. Again, hard to take sometimes, especially if we've made choices in our outer world that don't resonate with the inner self. We got to deal with it. We got to be here and see what's going on here. Better sooner than later. You're going to have some trouble this week in taking action and feeling like, not necessarily taking action, but like accessing the chariot energy of life. like feeling that boundless possibility of life, if you're feeling instead blocked or at a stalemate of some kind, understand it's because you are denying the innate magic that is your gift because you are a soul in a human body on earth at this time. We're in a magical plane. You've got a magical existence. Just the whole heart pump and blood thing. What the fuck? That is so magical. The whole brain mush meat thing. What? Electricity? What? Vibrations? What the fuck? This is magical. It's great. It can be scientific too. I think science is pretty magical too. But just know that whether you like it or not, there's the feminine principle of magic at play. Your life has boundless possibility, and where things feel a lack is where the language needs to change about them. Finally, we go into the solution, and the universe says, surrender joyfully to the ebbing and flowing of life. Let go. Spirit says, you don't know everything. You don't know everything. But instead of turning your back and blindfolding yourself to the emotions, that water, or trying to jump over the river of that water, you gotta dive in, baby. You gotta dive in. It's your emotions. Your emotions. They're yours. They're just for you. They're flavored just for you. Perfect input channel just for you. You gotta dive in. And then once you've dived in, you won't be holding on to anything so tight, right? You'll be in your magician state of prophecy. You're going to start receiving information from the divine this week if you can dive in and let go so much in things needing to go a certain way, especially if you're pouring all your energy into these things that are dead ends, like, oh God, don't. At least put a little less energy into that and a little more into your creativity. The relief is going to come by activating the feminine principle of receptivity, receiving spirit, listening to spirit, and then expressing from spirit. Creativity. There are so many hobbies and art forms and sports and ways that we can emotionally express ourselves or express our emotions in a healthy way. Whether it is through art or through the actual expression of the emotion, or something in between, such as dancing, right? Singing, like a passionate expression of self. If you don't have a creative thing, start searching, get curious. What would you like to do when you were a kid? Try that one. Play with Legos. I don't know. But I do know that we've been given the key, okay? We've been given the key to this week. You want to get through unscathed? Then let go and trust that you're not God. Like, you're not determining everybody's life and manifesting for everyone. Yeah, every choice you make reverberates out into the collective, but everyone else's choices are reverberating out into the collective too. And so co-creation is a thing. I intend for things to manifest, and I proclaim and visualize and hope. But I'm proclaiming and visualizing and hoping, projecting out to the universe, and the universe receives and can be like, no, that doesn't work for anyone. So no, and the universe won't go with it, because we really have specific purposes here, and we're multidimensional. There are a large number of timelines available to us that we can manifest to and from. But there's also some that are not available to us, and if it doesn't feel available to you, then you might be escaping out of it. You might have to dive in. Maybe you're putting all your eggs in one basket. You're not realizing that there's a whole other situation available to you, a whole other opportunity, a whole other way of being. So activate that feminine principle of receptivity and creation, and allow yourself to view your life as a visionary. You don't have to know everything. In fact, have a sense of wonder and curiosity, like, oh, what could be? What would be best case scenario? Like, what would be like the coolest? What would be like the most awesome? What would it be? Like, look around your house. Like, what would be the best setup ever? Look around outside the world. Like, what am I seeing? I'm seeing like vast lands. the kingdom of your life, what's the best case scenario? How does that kingdom of your life look? Put yourself in that place. Just start to have those thoughts, because that is going to help you better clarify the language that you want to start using to build those new neuron pathways, referencing what I talked about earlier. You have your power coming online this week. Your ability to truly connect to your inner self and then start to become in communion with soul and human as the light body activates, and then allowing ourselves to experience life and interact with life in that light body activated way. So I hope this helps, and I love you so much. I hope your week is amazing. And just remember to breathe deeply, because deep breaths are going to regulate all the things, emotions, thoughts, electricity in the body. So remember that. If this helped, would you share it with a friend, or would you let me know in the comments? That would mean a lot to me. If you're watching this on YouTube, would you please subscribe so I know that my work is resonating? That also would mean a lot to me. And that's it. I love you guys.